to Jake Jackets. Gear up to fire the cannon and hit the ice with your host, Jay Ashdown and Jake Gehringer.
Feeling good. Little 1-1 week.
Yeah, not bad. We'll take that.
Not too bad. We'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly, I wasn't expecting the Red Wings to be the issue.
Yeah, you would have predicted that the Islanders would have been the issue.
Yeah. That was a fun game to watch. I'm glad I got to catch that.
Me too.
Oh man. Cappies.
All right, let's go.
You want me to go first? Or do you just want to like trade
You
them
go.
off every time?
You go first.
Okay. So you know how I said that I wanted to see Yegor score?
Yeah.
Well, we got a rookie to score.
Yep.
Wasn't the rookie we were looking for.
Mm-hmm.
But Cole Sillinger, his first NHL goal.
Nice.
In the Islanders game, and the Selly just going crazy. I loved it.
He deserves it wasn't even just scoring his first NHL goal. He was buzzing the whole game.
He was
it was the best he's ever looked. He was everywhere. And it's awesome because it came to the game after he got benched.
I didn't realize he got benched because I didn't get to watch
He got benched. Yeah. He got benched in the second period against the Red Wings and came back the next game, scored his first NHL goal.
Just full of piss and vinegar and ready to go.
Yep. Absolutely. That's what you want to see from an 18-year-old rookie like that. That's awesome.
From the youngest player in the NHL, as they said like 50 times in the broadcast.
Yes, because they had to mention, hey, he's the youngest player in the NHL. Oh, by the way, look at the Islanders. They have this guy, Zdeno Chara. Don't know if you know this. He's 44.
He's the oldest player in the NHL.
Yeah.
And played with his dad.
Yeah. We didn't hear enough about the youngest and the oldest
between
players.
Friggin'
I can't believe I can't believe they didn't mention it on the broadcast.
I can't believe it either. But yeah, my Cappy Keeper's going to Cole Sillinger, if you didn't notice.
Fair. I was thinking about doing your guy. 3 assists.
Oh yeah, Ollie went off.
But I'm gonna go a little different route. I'm gonna go with someone who doesn't get nearly as much love as they deserve.
Okay.
Very, very solid, sturdy.
This can obviously be for either game.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because I mean, we missed 2 games.
Yes. It's hard to find a Cappy Keeper in a game that you lost 3-1,
right,
or 4-1, but because of the 2 empty nerves. But
I mean, that would have been Corpy if we were revealing.
Yeah, because he was unbelievable. But
he was the best player in that game.
I'm going to go with the guy who had the amazing pass out in front of the net to Cole Sillinger. I'm going to go with Vlad Gavrikov.
Vladdy, I like it.
Yeah. I've loved how he's looked, because he's just your typical Gavrikov. Very solid defensively. Doesn't get enough credit for his offensive abilities.
Oh, no. Yeah, because he's he's essentially like what Jake Muzzin is for the Maple Leafs, the second pair shutdown guy, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, we've said that before on this show, where Vlad is Muzz.
Yeah.
Basically, like, and that's like the perfect role for Vlad Gavrikov, is to just shut down the top players, give him that kind of responsibility. And it's nice that that Boakfist is learning that from him, but we can talk about that here in the recap.
It's a nice mix. They do a good job with the first pair. Obviously, Z and Bean, I think, work well together. And then for the second pair, I mean, it makes sense. You got your young right-hand shot, offensive-minded defenseman playing with your shutdown guy.
And they can learn from each other. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Vlad Gavrikov.
Cappy Keeper, baby.
Cappy Keeper. Blue Jackets win Thursday night, 3-2 in overtime again. Patrick Laine with another just laser to win it.
Falling down while he shoots it.
He was like Bobby
Amazing.
Orr flying, like
He's been electric in overtime. I've loved the combos that we put out during overtime.
oh yeah.
I gotta admit, man, I'll tell you this.
What was that unit? It was Patty and Z and Oliver, right?
Yeah.
Oh, just beautiful.
I gotta say, so far, I know it's only 4 games in the season. I think Brad Larson deserves some credit with the lines that he's put together.
Well,
I think he's done a good job putting lines together that complement each other well. And it looks like there's some chemistry developing early on. It's what you want to see.
Well, yeah, because he stuck with a lot of lines that, we saw in the preseason that we're able to develop, lines and pairs.
Yeah.
Because, like, later in the preseason, we saw Z and Bean playing a lot together. Obviously, Cole and Yegor doing their Cole and Yegor thing, doing their young gun thing.
Yeah. Yegor had some chances in that Islanders game.
Yegor was
he can rip the puck.
That kid can shoot. Woo.
Just, that guy,
man,
leave some bruises on some goalies.
Yeah. And again, Patty and Jake is like perfect.
It is.
It's like,
it's hilarious. You see what Jake said about Patty in overtime?
No, I didn't.
He's scoring he said he's scoring these goals while I'm off the ice. I got to talk to him about that.
He's like, let me do it.
I think I said this last podcast. I'm going to say it again. I know it's a very short sample size, but going from the preseason, the first 4 games of the regular season, it looks like Patrick Laine's got that swagger back in his game.
Well, because Larson's letting him do Patrick Laine things.
Exactly.
Like we've said it before, we love John Tortorella.
Yeah,
we love Torts to death. He's a great coach, but
he does have some limitations as a coach, and that's one of his limitations. You said it yourself. You don't force a Ferrari to be a Jeep.
Right.
You let it be a Ferrari.
Exactly.
You already got Jeeps on this team. You don't need another Jeep. You need a Ferrari.
Yeah. You need a Ferrari. You need a Mazda. You need a Honda Civic.
Yeah.
You need a nice little garage on your hockey team.
You need a truck.
You need a nice pickup truck.
Yep. You need a bus.
What would the goalie be? The bus?
Yeah, the bus. No, the goalie would be the tractor.
The goalie's the tractor. Sorry. Again, coffee. It's been crazy.
Yeah.
The coffee's
good. You get your
today.
coffee. I'll just...
The coffee's good today, though. It's a Bones day. Thank God.
Okay, I gotta straight up ask. I have no clue what a Bones.
You don't know what the Bones thing is?
I'm seeing it all over Twitter. I'm seeing it on Discord, and I'm just like sitting here clueless. Like,
okay,
I feel so out of the loop for once in my life.
Okay, so tangent before we recap the rest of the game.
Yeah, that's fine. I asked the question.
Right. Yeah. So basically, Emily had to explain this to Christian. Shout out to those two again. I love you.
Yeah, shout out to Emily.
for laughing at your waffle take.
Yeah.
And your buns pun.
Yeah, for coming in when I'm on the Discord and just being like, "You're stupid, Jane." I'm just like, I know
I am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so Bones. I know. So Bones or no bones. Essentially what it is there's this guy on TikTok who has this geriatric pug named Noodle. And I mean, Noodle's adorable. Come on, it's an old pug. I love pugs.
Oh yeah, pugs are the best.
I have a puggle. Like, come on. And basically Noodle, every day when it wakes up, it either will like stand up straight and be fine, or just as soon as it's up, it flops right back down. So it's like Bones or no bones. And Bones is a good day, and no bones is essentially a bad day.
Why did we determine that no bones is a bad day?
Ask
I
TikTok.
think it's kind of I think it's kind of a vibe day, like when you just like wake up and you just
it's
go
like
back to bed.
yeah, you need to just chill and recoup on
Yeah,
yourself
I think
and that
it's
kind of thing. So it
yeah.
could either be it's gonna be kind of a rough day or it's a rest day. It could be either or.
Fair enough.
I guess, but I mean, I'm not on TikTok, so I just kind of followed. Emily shared the Twitter account with me, so I was like, okay, thank you.
Oh yeah. See, that's like I like downloaded TikTok, but I don't use it. And the reason I don't use like I only have it so like if my family sends me anything, like I can just click on it, it takes me to the app and I view it. But like most of the great TikToks I'm gonna see on Twitter anyway. So
right. Especially now that like the TikTok kids are discovering old vines and sharing old vines.
oh yeah, Vine, God, Vine, man, those were the days.
Throwbacks. I loved it. So anyway, the game. Yeah,
Yes.
there was a hockey game.
Hockey, which is what our podcast is about.
Yeah. First period, honestly, shots were what, like 11-10 or tied at 11, something like that.
It was very even.
It was
very
like
even.
one was saying one thing, and like the TV said one thing, the NHL app said another, and
All I
but
know
it was
is the
very
first period, I felt like it was as even of a game as you could have gotten.
it was very Loctite. Both teams getting enough chances, but I felt like Columbus had the better chances for sure.
Yeah.
And
I thought it was really even.
yeah, like first period, absolutely even. And again,
There's a period where you see the two teams tied and you're like, yeah, that's right.
That's totally fair. And the
That's-
young
that's
guns
what should happen.
Yeah, the young guns having the wheels out there between Cole and Chinny. Chinny's second game in the NHL, and he looks like he fits in already.
He does, man. I mean, he's buzzing out there. He's like a wild mouse.
A
Just
wild
all over the place,
mouse,
you know? Yeah.
Can't wait for the first Jaeger bomb of the year.
Oh, it's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be so good.
You know, it's just gonna be an absolute snipe too.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, this man's gonna go bar down.
He's gonna take a page out of the Patty book and
For real. I mean, gonna be looking like Austin Matthews out there.
Oh. Second period was interesting because that was way more of like the back and forth. You know, we started seeing more open ice. Barzal looked like, oh my God, he looked like Tarzan out there, just hungry.
Yeah, Matt Barzal is really good. You know who could use a player like that?
Columbus.
The Oilers.
The Oilers.
Even though they have McDavid and Draisaitl,
yeah,
you still would like Matt Barzal instead of Griffin Reinhart.
Dude, just imagine if they would have done that.
Could you imagine? Oh my God!
Imagine Barzal.
Your top four centers are Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Ryan
Nugent Hopkins, and Matt Barzal. Barzal is your fourth line guy. What?
Well, you'd probably just put like two of them on the wing,
right?
It's like you put Nugent on the wing and then Barzal on the wing. That'd be dope.
Barzal on the wing. Ooh, interesting.
Or you could put Connor and like Connor at center, Leon on the left, and then Barzal at center and Ryan Nugent Hopkins on his left. The second. But no, Peter Shirley was their GM, so that didn't happen.
Right. But they do have Zach attack now. And Zach looked good at the Oilers game last night.
Yeah, I mean, he's got, what, 5 goals already in the year?
Well, I mean, the Leafs fans that I'm friends with are going to hate bringing this up for the umpteenth time. But yes, he has 5 goals and 1 assist for 6 points.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks for the Leafs, but, like, at the same time, you have to, like...
You got to admire it.
It would have been a really, really tough deal for them. I mean, because you would have had to give them 8 years. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, he would have asked for the full 8, and Dubas would have had to cave. But we're not talking about the Oilers yet. We're talking about the Islanders.
Yes, we are.
And
this is how tangents work on the show.
I know. We're like,
you bring up Islanders, and I'm like, Peter Chiarelli
and Griffin Reinhart.
Anyways, Matt Barzal, really good.
Super good. Oh my God, that 2-2 goal was.
Yeah.
Who scored their first one? I can't even remember.
It was Scott Mayfield.
Oh, it was Mayfield. Yeah,
because he backhanded it and it ended up going off of Corrales' skate.
He just cut right in after Adam kind of flipped it behind him.
Like Adam flipped it up the boards. He was expecting. I can't remember who it was. He was expecting someone.
He was expecting someone to be there, and nobody was there.
And instead, it was Scott Mayfield who was there, and he just kind of like drove it.
He
just put a weak backhand on that. Did it go off of Corrales' skate or a stick?
It went off.
It went off.
Let's just say it went off Sean Corrales.
It went between. It went off Corrales between Merzlikins' legs. And
I felt bad for Sean because I was just like, geez. Because I mean, feel bad for
it happens.
Feel bad for the Dublin kid, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame players like that in this situation. Like,
right.
Oh no, a puck went off of you. What are you gonna do?
If it just literally, if it glances off of your like sleeve, like, come on.
Like, I'm never going to be mad at a player for trying to get into the shooting lane to try and block a shot. Like, if it deflects off of you and goes in the net, like, that's just bad luck. But, like, I mean, you're still doing the right thing.
It's rubber. It's bad bounce. The first goal, is it officially Boone's? Because they
changed it to Boone.
They
started
were
with Oliver.
They
changed it to Boone. Yeah, so
the
Boone did.
Night.
He got the last stick on it. So Boone has 3 goals on the season already for Boone.
Good.
You think being named captain is really
helping him out a little bit?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, they're relying on him, and he's delivering. I mean, he's been excellent in the power play in front of the net. They're using him in the ways that I was really hoping that they would use him.
Well, because like back when Torts was coach, you know, he kept being like a second, third line guy, and he was drafted pretty high.
He was a second-round pick. Like, people forget, this is a guy who scored 40 goals in a season in juniors. He's a really good player. He has a 30-goal season under his belt in the National Hockey League. Like, this guy. I mean, you look really
smudged. Like, you're like
the lighting.
The lighting over in your
Yeah. So anyway, but this is a guy who's got skill. If you look at Jay Fresh's post about him,
his player card,
his even strength defense is not as good as I thought it would be, but his even strength offense is really good. He drives play pretty well.
Oh yeah,
like I think he's really fitting in on the role that you wanted him with. Like, I mean, he plays well with Patty and Jake.
He's defensively responsible, exactly what they needed.
He's maybe not as defensively responsible as I thought he was, but still better than most on the team for the most part.
Right.
But I don't know. Like, I love what they're doing with him, man. Like, they're utilizing him to his strengths.
I mean, he's got one of the best names in hockey.
He does.
Like, come on. What? Boone Jenner. Like, just say that and you're like, that is a rugged fucking dude.
Yeah, like, I have energy just from saying his name.
Yeah, I know. No wonder Ellie loves him, right?
Oh yeah, and he's been an awesome player for us.
Oh yeah, she's getting her jersey restitched.
Hell yeah, let's go.
But yeah, Boone with that goal, just, I mean, doing what he does best, just stand in front of the net and wait for it.
Because he's pounding in rebounds, he's getting deflections, and even if he's not like impacting it that way, he's still screening the goalie. Yeah,
he does exactly what you want him to do. He does everything.
Yeah, jack of all trades. He is. They don't give him enough credit for what he does. He's a very versatile player. The fact that we haven't been like a Stanley Cup caliber team like Tampa has been, obviously.
Right.
He's pretty similar to Blake Coleman, is he not?
He's a good mix of both Coleman and Goodrow, honestly.
Yeah.
Like he's got Coleman's offensive instincts and Barclay's defensive instincts.
They're both. He's a pain in the ass to play against.
And
the way that Barclay Goodrow
yeah.
and Blake Coleman are pain in the ass to play against.
Exactly.
He's the exact kind of guy you'd want on a team if you're competing for a Stanley Cup.
Oh yeah. He is absolutely that.
I'm so happy he's the captain. I'm so happy.
Me too. It was just so fitting.
He deserves
was
it.
It not?
We've said this exact thing before. We'll say it again. He is Blue Jackets hockey.
Yes. Exactly.
No player on this team defines it quite like Boone Jenner.
Not really. I mean, because again, you have the skill, you have the, the rough and tumble, right?
Right.
Like you have exactly what Torts brought in, you have exactly what Todd Richards brought in, and then you have whatever,
what Yarmo wants for the future now.
Yeah, what Yarmo wants, and you have
what Brad Larsen's going to control.
Developing, yeah.
Yes. So
you basically have literally every mastermind from like the past, 7-ish.
You've got a little bit from every era of Blue Jackets hockey that's been successful, because the Todd
since he's been drafted,
was succcessful for the most part.
Todd was a very good coach for Columbus for a while.
Pretty good. I mean, things fell apart at the end, like because the 2012-2013 season, we weren't expected to do anything. We just missed out on the playoffs. Next year, we make the playoffs. Next year, we have a ton of injuries, and the next year it falls apart. But I'd say I like Todd Richards, genuinely.
I do too, and I hope he's doing okay after his whole heart attack scare.
Yeah, me too. I really hope he's doing okay.
Because I haven't heard anything about him since then.
Neither have I. But that might not be the worst thing.
I mean, he was, when we talked about it, he was at home.
Yeah.
So I would hope he's
rest
back
and recover.
Yeah.
Hope he's doing well. But then the John Tortorella era is the most successful era of Blue Jackets hockey. It's not even close.
Right.
And now we're going into this new era, and you got a little bit of everything with it, and that's exciting. And there's going to be even more new things for the future.
Right. Third period looked really, really good. I mean, again, what can you do about Barzal just being a monster?
Being Matt Barzal.
Yeah.
The one interesting thing that I like about this game is I was just thinking, like, man, like the 2014 draft. It's not talked enough about the goaltenders from it. The ones who took a while, who went overseas to develop.
Mm-hmm.
The 2014 draft in the third round, Ilya Sorokin.
Oh my God.
And Alvin Smerzlikins.
They were both what?
Yep. And do you know who else was in do you know who else was in that draft?
Who else?
Igor Shesterkin.
No fucking way. Yeah.
All of those guys were the 2014 draft.
That's awesome.
They all took a while to develop.
Right. And I mean, goalies do that anyway. Off.
Exactly. But they all took extra time. And that's, what, the patience of these teams worked off. It paid off for them.
Granted, it doesn't look like the Rangers are having a lot of patience from the top, at least currently. But we could talk about the Rangers whenever we get to the Rangers at a later time.
Yeah.
But I mean, great win. Overtime was really short.
Really short because the Blue Jackets scored and the game was over. And I like
it was
that.
Just
the shorter the overtime, the better for me.
Yeah. As long as it goes in the opponent's net, I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's true. If it's going into our net, then it's not as fun.
Yeah, then it's not. Yeah.
Then I would prefer it to go longer.
Right. We're not going to preview the Hurricanes game, really, because, again, we don't know when this is going to be out. I'm hoping I can get this out before puck drop.
Yeah.
But really, the only thing that I would really want to say about the Hurricanes game is that the only real change is that Korpisalo is starting.
Mm-hmm.
And Cole and Jack are switching center spots. Cole's going to center the second, and Jack's going to center the third.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
And it's going to be Gus, Cole, Yegor, Tex, Jack, and whoever else plays right wing.
Dude, this draft, I'm just looking at it real quick, is so much better than I thought it was at the goaltending. Like I already mentioned Elvis, Sorokin, and Shesterkin.
Yeah.
36th overall, Thatcher Demko. 37th, Alex Nedeljkovic. 39th, Vitek Vanacek.
36, 37, and 39. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, we know how much you love your goalies, but like, wow.
So many good goalies in this draft, but 61st overall, ahead of Merzlikins, Braden Point, Ilya Sorokin. Now, Braden Point's not a goalie, but I just needed to throw that in to make this sting a little bit more. Well, yeah. And Igor Shesterkin. The Buffalo Sabres selected Jonas Johansson.
Oh, I see.
Good stuff.
And he's no longer there. Yike. I'm just going to throw that in as a yike. Redeem one yike card, please. Speaking of yike cards, what the fuck's going on in Montreal?
They're bad.
Like, what? Seriously, what is happening?
No, seriously, that's a team that looks like they're missing both Carey Price and Shea Weber.
Absolutely, and Philip Deneau.
They're really missing Philip Deneau too. Yeah, they're missing.
I mean,
they're missing the heart and soul of the whole team. The backbone of your team's Carey Price. The heart and soul is Shea Weber, and Philip Deneau was awesome down the middle for him. I mean, they're missing.
It's weird because like you're missing heart and soul, you're missing backbone, and you're missing spirit. Because Phil Deneau, I mean, you see him in the finals run with all the
You're also missing efficiency.
And efficiency, because he shut down everybody.
Yeah.
And I mean, Dvorak's trying.
Dvorak's fine. This isn't Dvorak's fault.
No,
like it's just the team can't score. Like, I mean,
they have 4 goals or like 3 goals in 4 games.
It's ridiculous. They're struggling. They can't score.
They can't score at all. And I mean,
if you can't score, you're not going to win a lot of hockey games.
No.
Analysis.
I highly suggest. I mean, again, for people our age, you're probably already checking it out. If you like good hockey content, but Andrew Berkshire's Game Over show, post game every Habs game on the Steve Dangle Podcast Network channel, which I mean we're in the Discord and it's just a fun community. I finally bullied you in there.
Yeah.
And the first thing you said was just like, what it do?
What it do, baby?
And then I called you out.
For what?
I'm pretty sure I called you out for something stupid. I think it was your waffle thing from last show.
I don't know what was wrong with that take. It just felt right. I'm sorry.
Waffles is a sandwich.
I know it's not a sandwich, but I wanted to say it, and I said it.
You just wanted to.
And if anybody has a problem with it,
Emily had a problem with that.
You know what? I would say go eat a hot dog. That's a sandwich.
Can we not do that again?
No, let's do it.
Let's not do that again. But yeah, okay.
A waffle hot dog sandwich. You fold the waffle in to make it like bread, and then you put a hot dog in between it.
That honestly sounds pretty damn good. It's like pigs in a blanket at Pancake Pantry, right?
Honestly, you know what it would be better with if you just put like sausage in between it and then you put syrup.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You turn it into like a waffle sausage like taco.
That sounds really good.
Like you just hold it like this.
I haven't eaten yet today, so I'm starving now.
I had like breakfast nuggets when I got home.
Ooh, yum.
Like Jimmy Dean breakfast nuggets. Oh, good stuff. Anyway, so Montreal's in a bad way. Jake Allen is trying his ass off.
There's only so much Jake Allen could do. What's he going to do when his team's not scoring in front of him? Do you want him to go out and, skate with a puck like Patrick Waugh did, dangle a bunch of people? Like poor guy. Like, I don't know. Give him a goal or two.
If you need that, you need JD up in the booth.
my god, that was so funny.
That's such a legendary call. Just him laughing his ass off.
For real. I thought he was gonna cry
I know.
of laughter.
It's so good, and he's like, "What did I do wrong?"
Talk about someone who is good at everything. Great executive, good player, and hilarious commentator. He does it all.
And a decent goalie. 0-0.
Yeah, I said that.
Did you start off with goalie? I'm fucking.
I said good player. I should just say goalie, but
you should have said goalie. Because goalies are a breed of their own.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. So this is another thing with Montreal that's really weirding me out, because we know they're missing the guys that they're missing, and nobody else is stepping up. Like, not even Galley's doing anything, which is weird.
Yeah, well, I mean, here's the thing, man. If you're a team and you're seeing that they lack secondary scoring. We talked about their weakness down the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to rely on Jake Evans and Ryan Poehling in positions they probably shouldn't be in.
They're not even relying on Ryan Poehling.
Centers. So they're not even playing him?
They're not even playing Poehling. They're playing like Paquette.
Oh, that's right, Paquette. Yeah,
yeah, it's Cedric Paquette, and then like
see that's
one other dude.
You are so weak down the middle, 3 and 4 spots. If you could just shut down their top line, what are they going to do?
Right. All you got to do is
shut down Suzuki, Drouin, Gallagher,
Caulfield if he's there.
But Caulfield's been struggling anyway.
Tyler if he's there. Tyler's really struggling, which surprises me. Like, Tyler Toffoli has done nothing.
He had the 1 goal.
He was about it. He was like, he's a -7. Like, early this morning when I was delirious out of my mind, I was in a voice call with like Tim and a few others. Tim, the voice chat legend. He's going for another record. He's trying to break his own record. He's trying for like 37 hours. This mad lad.
Jeez.
We were talking about these guys, and like, yeah, Toffoli's like a -7, and it's awful. He's done nothing.
See, this is one of those cases where I think using plus minus as a way to judge is fair.
Yeah.
Because -7 through 5 games, right?
4, I think.
I think they're 0-4-1, 0-5-0.
They're 0-5-0, so yes, 5.
Okay. That's God. I mean,
they're literally they're exactly over, and it's really depressing. Especially after going on that finals run.
Yeah, I mean,
like specifically after going on that finals run. It's so
they're 0-5-0, and guess who they have to play today? The hilarious team that they can never beat.
Oh dear God!
They're playing the Red Wings. Most teams would be like, "Oh, thank God we're playing the Red Wings today." Montreal fans wake up, they look at that, and they start shivering. They're like, "No."
We've had struggles against the Red Wings recently. Like last year, what the hell was that?
Well, we were also terrible last year.
Yeah.
It's one thing to struggle against a bad team when you're also bad. It's another thing to struggle against a bad team
when you're supposed to be good.
Oh yeah.
Ugh. But yeah, it's hard. It's so difficult. And what's even more difficult is it looks like Bergevin's done. Bergevin's gone.
He needs to be.
I mean, he's been given permission to, look elsewhere. We've heard rumors that he wants to go to the Kings. Jeff Molson is basically already talking to other teams. They're looking at Pierre Maguire. You look at your face. The look on your face says everything. They're looking to talk to Pierre. I am not fucking joking. Just watch you chug the rest of that alcoholic beverage.
That's every Montreal Canadiens fan when they hear that news.
Yeah. I mean, I hope for everybody's sake. I don't care that
I hope for everybody's sake that we
listen.
See I need that kind of entertainment. I need that kind of entertainment in my life.
No, I'm so sick of this guy on TV. Like, please, no. Give him zero airtime.
If he's a GM, then he's not going to have that much airtime.
I want him to have negative airtime. Like, God, please.
Yeah, but like, do you want him poisoning the Ottawa Senators organization? I don't
want him poisoning any organization. I want him out.
I do. He should go to the Penguins.
That's very true. They got to get Berkey out of there first, though, because I don't want.
I like Burke.
I love Brian Burke.
Yeah. Oh, so you're saying so we get him back on TV?
Yes.
Okay. I thought you were. No, I like Burke.
I love Berkey. I don't want to see him and Pierre working together because that's just ugh.
Well, they wouldn't be working together because Pierre is going to be the president of hockey ops and the general manager.
Oh God.
Make it happen. Give him a lifetime contract. Montreal, do it.
You know the Pens are playing the Leafs tonight, right?
Yeah, they are. I saw. Did you see the tweet about
we had
all the injuries?
Oh, about Carter and Crosby and Gino, and then guys on COVID protocol. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
There's a Leafs. There's a Penguins fan who is like, who I follow, who is really funny. She was like, the Penguins are going to be without Carter, Crosby, Malkin. She lists like all the players are going to be without. Normally, this would concern me, but this seems exactly like the kind of games that the Leafs would lose.
Right. Well, that was the funniest thing is in the Discord, we were going, I saw this question brought up like 3 times. And hell, even I did it as a joke. I was like, over under on Kapanen points.
Oh my God.
You know?
3.
And then for me, for my sake, I just want to see Friedman get a point. I don't care if it's an apple or a goal. I want to see Friedzy score.
Yeah, no, you're a big Friedman guy. I don't like him.
I love my guy. Love my Falcons.
Only he speared Sean Corelli once in the preseason. I'm like, no, I don't like him.
And now you're just like, no.
I'm never gonna
because I missed
I'm never gonna let go.
Because I missed that. So I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. The one spear I did see though was Jumbo.
Yeah. Such a Jumbo Joe thing to do.
Just, yikes. But yeah, Habs.
You should start playing better. That's my recommendation.
Just look at my face. For those of you on YouTube, I'm very concerned. I'm super concerned.
You know who I'm not concerned for?
Barry Cook and Yemi.
No, he's he's doing well. Happy for him. He scored a goal. We should talk about that. He scored a goal in Montreal. Yep. He was getting booed and stuff like that. But you know who I'm not concerned about? I'm not concerned about the Chicago Blackhawks.
Man, I want to say I'm concerned.
I want that 3rd overall pick.
I want to say I'm concerned because I cheer for them, but at the same time, yes.
Because it's top 2 protected. Could you imagine if we had the 3rd overall pick?
Oh, after having 5, 12, and whatever else we picked.
Yeah, we had 5, 12, 24. I think 24, 25.
Something like that.
God, Kent Johnson, Cole Sillinger, Corson Coleman.
Oh, it was Corson. I keep forgetting about Corson.
I'm excited about Corson.
Because I keep seeing like all the Michigan line charts and just Kent going off.
Yeah, because Michigan is very good.
Amazing.
That's what happens when you have the 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 5th overall pick on your team.
Did you see that Kent and Maddie's line was their 3rd line?
Yeah. I'm terrified.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Luke Hughes is okay.
Luke's pretty all right.
He's an okay 1st pairing defenseman.
Yeah. Owen Powers, a pretty damn good 1st pairing defenseman. Anyway, we got off on the Michigan tangent there. Barry. Good game. Good revenge game.
Yeah.
When are we going to start?
Let me tell you, nothing screams getting into a player's head like reminding them that they make a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah,
God,
man, you got him. Oh, you're making a lot of money.
6.1. What the hell kind of cheer was that?
It's so stupid. Are you kidding me? I'd be like, yeah, I'm making 6.1. What are you guys making?
Yeah, not even a fraction of
Make
that.
more than like everybody in this arena combined. Like,
Right.
sorry, I don't have no shame about it. Like, no, like he should be happy. Like,
I'm
good
sorry,
for
your
him.
ticket was like the cost of like a coffee to me.
Yeah. Sorry, I got a lot of money and decided to go to a better hockey team, one that can score goals and doesn't suck.
But
You're
yeah,
welcome, by the way, for taking you to the Stanley Cup final, even though we super didn't deserve to be in it.
you think you should have scratched me now, bitches?
Yeah, for real. Yeah, man. They let me tell you, those Montreal fans, they got him.
Oh, they were in his head all night long.
Yeah, he was terrible as a result of it. He just couldn't do anything.
1 goal. Oh,
Scrub.
what a shame.
But for real though, like I for all we've talked about with the whole situation, how 6.1 they did overpay him. There's no doubt about that. But like,
Well, yeah,
it was
because
just weird.
I mean,
Like,
when are we gonna stop pretending that this is not petty nonsense?
it's all petty nonsense, and honestly,
And I'm here for it.
I think that's good for this league, to be honest.
Oh yeah,
because a lot of people talk, and so little short story here. Like my sister's husband, Phil, he's not huge into sports. He doesn't watch hockey. He doesn't watch football. But there's one league that he follows, and it's the NBA. And he doesn't follow it because he's a huge basketball fan. He follows it because it is the funniest league on this planet.
It's
the drama
the most
that happens in the NBA
weird...
is so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's so weird that like I mentioned when we were just kind of rambling to fill time. The last episode, we I mentioned the Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid thing.
Where, he's been following that so closely. We need more stuff like that in hockey. I think.
Joel was just like, I don't give a fuck where he goes anymore.
Yeah,
I just want him
it's like, it's God. We need more of that in hockey. If this feels like this is the closest that we've gotten to that in a while. It's funny as
pretty
hell.
much, and it's funny because it's coming from the top of each team.
Yes, this isn't coming necessarily from players. It's coming from ownership.
It's coming from ownership and management, which is the funniest
from the
thing.
Molson family and
Tom Dundon.
Just it's so ridiculous.
And to think like Don Waddell had to be dragged into it. Like he had to be okay with things, and for the social media teams to get in on it, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Because
Carolina was going to get into it the second they had the opportunity.
Did the HabsLose.com that Sarah Sivian talked about on Game Over.
Yeah, and shout out to Sarah Sivian. She's awesome.
Shout out to Sarah. Shout out to Berkshire for that episode of Game Over, and for Game Over just in general. It's a fun show.
It is.
Despite how depressed he is.
Poor guy.
Right? Poor Andrew. Hey, Andrew. Big pickle guy. I'm just going to bring the pickle discourse into this show too.
Shocker.
Just because my birthday twin hates pickles.
Oh, really?
Emily hates pickles. I don't know why she hates pickles, but she does. Like, I never understood
Fried pickles? Fried pickles?
Fried pickles are
undefeated.
The best.
Undefeated.
Especially with
never lost.
Especially with like a buffalo ranch.
Oh God. You know what? I might find a place around here and just order some fried pickles.
Dude, fucking B-dubs. Fried pickles with the buffalo ranch. Oh.
Here's the thing though, if you're in Buffalo and you go to B-dubs, like you get criticized so hard for that.
Because it's not.
Because it's not. Yeah, it's like there's so many other like original like great wing places. If you go to Buffalo Wild Wings, so like, what the hell are you doing? But if I'm back in Cleveland, I love going to B-dubs.
Oh yeah, BG's B-dubs was like one of my big hangouts up there. So anyway, KK, great game.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard about this guy.
Let's hear.
Been around the league a little while.
Probably is it Alex Ovechkin?
A little bit of a younger kid.
Oh, a little bit. Oh, is it Connor McDavid?
Name's Connor McDavid. He's pretty okay.
He's all right, I guess.
He's
solid. He's solid.
He's pretty solid.
You know, he's the guy that all 32 teams in the National Hockey League would probably take on the roster, I think.
Probably. I know I would.
Yeah.
Maybe as a second line guy. Second line guy behind Boone Jenner.
Yeah, I mean, he's fast.
He's very fast.
You know, very fast. And yeah, I like him. Good attitude about him. Very quiet, though. But yeah,
never talks, really. Yeah.
A very versatile guy.
He scored his 200th goal of his career already.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
And he has 13 points in 5 games.
Yeah.
And his partner in crime, Leon, has 11 in 5 games.
Yeah.
Leon's okay.
Leon's all right,
I guess. I fucking love these two. Like, how do we not talk about Connor and Leon more? How do we talk about the Coyotes more than Leon and Connor?
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing?
Well, because the Coyotes are fun to talk about. Let's talk about the Coyotes. They lost again.
They did lose again. And
they're doing their job really well. Shane Wright's on the way, baby.
Apparently, their better goalie. Yeah. Sarah told me this morning at Sarah Howling. Shout out.
Yeah.
We need to get her on the show next month when Columbus goes to Arizona.
Yeah.
But apparently his nickname, the goalie that's not 702 Carter Hutton.
Hey, now Carter Hutton's trying his best.
He is. This guy's nickname is Veggie.
It makes sense.
I guess.
I can't even remember. The Coyotes are going vegetarian for the season. They're not eating it. Forget about eating your vegetables. You know, they're just not eating their meat. See, here's the problem. How can you have your pudding if you don't eat your meat? The Coyotes just refuse to eat their meat.
Good reference. I like that.
Yeah. Thanks. See? Yeah. See?
I like that.
Incorporate a little bit of pop culture in there. Come on,
You know me. I
said it only because I knew you would know. And
I was a pop culture minor. Come on.
That's true. That's why the show works.
Yeah.
But most people, I don't want to eat my veggies. Just eat the meat. The Coyotes are just not eating their meat. They're just eating the veggies.
But yeah, Connor. Oh my fucking God.
What a transition. Yeah, anyway, so after the veggies, we got Connor McDavid again.
we got more. Yeah. I literally we need to just,
yeah.
I wish we could spend an entire show talking about how good Connor McDavid is.
For a second, I thought you were going to say, I wish we could spend an entire show talking about veggies. I was like, I'll pass. I don't know if you ever seen me before. I'm not exactly a big veggie guy myself.
No. I got home from work on Friday night and I was like, beer and a big ass brownie.
Yeah. Oh my God. No, I had a good time last night. I got a big thing from Chipotle last night.
Oh.
Bunch of meat. Queso, guac, just the works.
Just the whole deal.
Oh my gosh.
Corn salsa.
Amazing. Oh yeah.
Love me some corn salsa.
Oh, corn salsa is undefeated.
But yeah, McDavid.
You know who else is undefeated? the Edmonton Oilers. And a big part of why they're undefeated is because of Connor McDavid.
Connor McDavid!
No, the Sabres are no longer undefeated.
Oh.
They lost last night to Boston. And guess who had a goal and an assist?
Taylor Hall?
Yeah. Granted, it was an empty netter and a secondary assist, but still, he had a goal and assist.
But Taylor Hall.
But the bigger story was Linus.
Was Linus? Oh my God.
35 of 36.
Ugh.
Very good.
Yeah. Crazy good. Good for Linus too, because he was going in there going, I need to show them what for.
Yeah, he had a rough preseason, but it's all right. Preseason doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, and he's come out so far.
Right.
First start with the Bruins, and he did well. Good for him.
And they need that because he signed that decent payday.
He did.
But yeah, Connor McDavid, pretty solid at hockey. Maybe not the best, but no, he's the best.
He's a top 100 player in the league.
Yeah.
You can't dispute that.
You can't dispute that. Like there's no way to dispute that. Seattle. Couple things about the Kraken. Tonight they play their actual home opener at Climate Pledge.
Yeah, baby. You know what? We're gonna do the house divided thing.
You gonna do the Nucks again?
Got the Kraken sweatshirt on.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah. So this is tonight's matchup: Seattle and Vancouver.
Love that.
I will say this. I think the roster for Seattle, I'm looking at it like on paper.
Jared McCann,
I like it.
Is
I
their
like
team leader in points.
Yeah, man.
And goals. Like
I don't know. I like this team. You know, Jordan Eberle, Yanni Gore,
our
Jared
guy
McCann,
Brandon Tanev.
And on defense, I love Alexiak.
Oh yeah, Jamie's just
Adam
giant.
Larson.
Adam's
done.
Adam's always got
a solid goalie.
He's always been he's been great.
And I'm like, why isn't this really working? And then I'm like, oh, it's because Dave Haxtell's their coach.
It's because Dave Haxtell.
And because he's not a very good NHL coach. He's a good college coach. I'm telling you, he needs to go back to college hockey badly because he was a really good recruiter at North Dakota, did an unbelievable job his career there.
Uh-huh.
I think his style, like some coaches just, it's like the NFL. Like this guy is, for lack of a better example, is probably like the Urban Meyer of the NHL. He's really good in college. He's really good at dealing with young players, but he's not good at adjusting to the NHL game.
Don't know if we need to talk about Urban much other than that kind of comparison. But
I wasn't going to talk.
Yeah, we're not going to get
just
into
saying, like in comparison, like for Dave Haxtell, like there's some coaches who are really good at working with the talent advantage that they have.
Yeah.
Like there's a talent gap between two teams. We take full advantage of it with how we play. And then when it comes to making it to the NCAA tournament, we work with what we have and we can win some games, maybe win a national title.
Right.
Dave Haxtell is that kind of guy. In the NHL, especially if you're
totally
working with a team like an expansion team, you don't have that talent gap.
Right.
And we talk about this all the time, like you say, football any given Sunday, and we made our fun little thing of any given Wednesday. That's what it's like in the NHL. This guy he's not an NHL coach. It's not to say he's a bad coach. He's just not an NHL coach.
Right. Not even, it's weird because like you look at him as an assistant and he wasn't even that great.
Yeah. I wasn't impressed with him as an assistant either.
Yeah, when he was the Leafs PK coach, like what the hell was that?
Not sure. Like there's some coaches that you look at that you could just tell are going to be good. I like it's not talked about enough, and we haven't really talked about this guy. I love DJ Smith.
I love DJ. Like he is a player's
the Senators
guy.
Found their coach.
Yeah, he was known not known, but he's definitely more suited to be a head coach because he's a player's guy.
Exactly. I mean, you looked at how the Leafs players talked about him when he was in Toronto. Leafs players loved him.
They loved him, yeah. They hated Babs, but they loved DJ.
Yeah.
A little bit of conflict of interest.
I was going to say, like, probably should have promoted him. But at the same time, like, I think they're fine with Sheldon Keefe. I have no problem with Sheldon Keefe as a coach.
I have no problem with Sheldon Keefe as Leafs coach, but apparently a lot of Leafs Twitter does because as early as this morning, because it was residue from last night, Sheldon and Mitch were both trending. And I'm not going to make a big stink of it, but just you people need to just fucking chill. Leave Mitch alone.
Leafs fans always need one guy that they can harp on.
And yeah,
for a while it was Dion, then it was Phil, and then It was William Nylander for like 3 years.
Willie got a lot of that.
I don't know why he got so much hate. Like he's great for them. Now they can't do it anymore. And it's
Willie is their best guy right now. And now it's Mitch. Yeah. Yeah. Now Mitch is the one thrown under the bus. And it's like, can we stop?
It's like, why? Like I get it. Like he wasn't great in the playoffs. I understand the Leafs fans' frustrations.
Right.
But it's a team game. And this isn't all on one player.
Right.
This wasn't. I mean, Nylander was great in the playoffs. Spezza was great in the playoffs. You got great goaltending from Jack Campbell.
The two
Morgan
of
Riley
those guys
well.
that you just mentioned.
Jake Muzzin was good.
Yeah, the two of those guys you just mentioned, Willie and Spets, are their two best players right now.
Yeah. And it's like, my thing is, I don't understand why, if you're going to harp on people, if it's not going to be at least equal. If you're going to harp on Mitch, where is the criticism of Austin Matthews?
Right, because Austin didn't show up either.
Austin was just as responsible as Mitch was, I think.
Anyway, enough about that, because I literally, again, I just saw Keefe and Mitch trending on Twitter this morning, and I was just like, why?
That's ridiculous. Like, there's 30 teams in the 31 teams in the National Hockey League that would kill for a player like Mitch Marner. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, or a coach like Sheldon.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams that would.
But yeah, anyway, back to Seattle, which was like 15 minutes ago.
God, how the hell did we pull that off?
I know
that was impressive.
Just that's just how we talk. Like
it is. Anyway, debut for the Kraken tonight.
And Climate Pledge looks beautiful. I saw Allison tweet a picture of Climate Pledge. Oh,
yeah, that's right too. Shout out to Allison. Allison's awesome.
Shout out to Allison Lucan.
I think I told you a while ago, I did that profile project on her for one of my journalism classes. She was just a joy to work with on that.
Oh, I'm sure.
And super sweet. Same with Porcelain. Loved working with those two.
Yeah.
That was one of the cooler experiences I've had with Columbus Media. Talking to those two was awesome.
And now Allison is
she holds a special place in my heart.
Absolutely. As an analytics geek yourself.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Huge analytics geek. She's a part of the reason why I got so into analytics.
Right. Like it was her and Jay Fresh and Dom, right? It was like those three.
She was the first one. Like it started with Allison and then led more into like when I found Jay Fresh and Dom and Dimitri.
Oh, Filipovich. Yeah.
Yep. But dude, he's hilarious too. I love
he's funny. Yeah, I like Filipovich. But yeah, big shout outs to Allison Lucan for the full-time gig with the Kraken now. Like, oh my God.
She deserves it, and she's going to kill it.
And we're gonna miss her dearly. Like, dearly. Oh my God.
Absolutely.
I know Portsy already misses her on Front Nationwide, but
I mean, absolutely.
He had John Buccigross on recently.
Oh, really?
He had Bucci on, yeah.
I love Bucci. Bucci's awesome.
Bucci's fun. But yeah, Seattle. Let's go Kraken. I mean, I cheer for the Canucks here and there, but I want a Kraken win in this home opener.
Yeah. And
you know that building's gonna be roaring.
It is. It's gonna be awesome because Seattle's a good sports town. I mean, you look at them with the Seahawks with the 12th man and the support they give the Mariners. Like
back when they had the Sonics before they moved.
Yeah, for real. Like it's legit, man. They're Seattle's gonna be a successful hockey town.
Oh, I mean, they already were. Like even with juniors, like the Thunderbirds.
Yeah. And they have a ton of reason to really care about the Kraken right now because baseball season's over. They don't have a basketball team, and frankly, their football season's kind of over with Russell Wilson being out.
Right.
So, what do they have to look forward to? Well, you got this new team, this new hockey team,
brand new franchise. So
they get to look forward to that.
Let's have some fun.
Yeah, I hope they have a lot of fun with it. It's awesome.
The sad thing is, it's like they're sitting in 7th in the Pacific early on, and Vegas is 8th. Yeah. Like, what the hell is going on?
It's crazy.
It's so weird. So you know how we talked about the Solon company, going to be the away sponsor for Columbus this year?
Yes.
Columbus-based. What is it? Designer Shoe Warehouse. DSW. I've been to DSW a few times, got some shoes from there. They're going to be the home sponsor this year on the helmets.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
So it's nice that for both sponsors, they've got Ohio-based and one Columbus-based company.
Yeah, I like that they're doing that. I didn't know that DSW was actually Columbus-based.
I didn't know until I found out the other day.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Good for them.
Yeah. Good for DSW. I mean, I'm sure a lot of teams are doing that with like more local companies.
Oh, yeah.
Like obviously giving them support and helping the teams give back, recoup money lost, because they still lost a shitload of money from just not even playing 82 games last year.
Right. The league and these teams are trying to find ways to get money back, and it's an opportunity for both the team and the league to get money back, but also promote different brands that are local. I think it's really unique for all 32 teams to do.
Yeah, it's really cool. How much you want to bet Starbucks is one of Seattle's helmet sponsors, or at least like glass sponsors?
I wasn't even thinking about it, but now you mentioned it, I can't imagine a world where they're not.
Right. Sidney Crosby, another very good player.
He is very, very good.
This dude is not human, because apparently this was a tweet from like 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That is the crazy. I didn't know where you're going for a second with that, because I was like, he's out. But
okay, so
that's the nuttiest thing I think I've ever read.
I'm going to start with this thing, right? So this wrist injury that he recently had, apparently has been a lingering issue. He's had a busted wrist since before the Sochi Olympics in 2014. And for those of you who are,
2014.
Yeah, he's been dealing with a busted wrist, won 2 cups and 2 Conn Smythes,
and
on a busted wrist over the last 7 years.
I almost cried when I read that. I was like, oh my God, if this guy gets wrist surgery, what's going to happen? Like, is this guy even better than we thought?
Is he going to turn into the Terminator? Like,
I'm genuinely scared.
I'm very scared.
I'm terrified.
I'm so like, ugh.
You're telling me this dude who scored that one goal against Carey Price, where he just knocked the puck like up 3 times and then batted out of the air. He did that with like just.
He did that to Carter Hart to start last year.
Like what?
Do you not remember that?
No, I remember like when he just put his stick out, like knocked it out of the air.
When he just kind of he just kind of pawed at it like a cat.
I am actually gonna cry. Like, I can't believe that. Are you kidding me?
This freaking
the Blue Jackets are gonna face this guy. He's gonna have like a brand new wrist.
I know. He's gonna have like a robo wrist.
Hot take. He plays better with a bad wrist.
Oh. Well, so does Austin.
He repairs his bad wrist. He's just not the same player.
Dude, Austin's won a Rocket Richard on a bad wrist.
That is genuinely scary.
Yeah. Very, very scary. Because he's, again, dealing with the same thing for 7 years. Could you imagine that? And still pulling off the elite shit.
No, are you kidding me? I need to take a 45-minute break if I stub my toe.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't imagine sniping like 40 goals a year on a bad wrist.
For 7 years.
Exactly. God, if I get a paper cut, I'm out for like 2 to 3 business days. I mean, you're kidding me?
Oh, this friggin' guy. But the worst part is
ridiculous. These people are so ridiculous.
You want to know what's worse?
What?
There's no timetable for him to come back. They have zero idea now.
Okay, so
they went from having an idea to not.
Could be next week. Could be next year. We never know.
Could be next week. Could be LTIR till first round of the playoffs.
The Penguins changed their mind. They're doing fine. We're going to put him on LTIR. We're going to trade for Jack Eichel.
He's going to skate a month before the playoffs begin while still on LTIR relief.
You see, look, if the Penguins can get away with that, man, like, why not do it? Like, but
they got to fire Mike Sullivan first because that's the only way they win cups is firing their head coach.
God.
Well, it's funny because I shared it in one of the chats on the Discord. I want to say it was the Penguins chat. It was either that or just the general hockey chat. And I was like, I knew he wasn't human, but what the fuck is going on? I actually shared it in the group chat with me and Chris and Emily. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I don't know. The first time I saw it, I saw Steve Dangle like quote tweeted it, and I looked at it, and I was
like, I know, and he was like, 2 cups, 2 Conn Smythes. What?
I just like it all just comes back. All the damage that he did against the Blue Jackets in the playoffs.
I know, especially in 2014.
He was hurt.
When
he was hurt.
Yeah. When he was getting mauled by Brandon. He was hurt and still just torturing us.
I'm actually gonna burst. I'm gonna burst into flames if it comes out that Jake Gensel's also got an injury since 2014.
He's had COVID.
Jake Guentzel. Oh yeah, Jake Guentzel in the 2017 playoffs when the Blue Jackets played the Penguins. Yeah, he had a broken arm, and I'm just like, what?
and busted ribs.
Yeah, and he scored 1 billion points against the Blue Jackets, and they lost in the first round again.
God,
it is the cause of a lot of Jay's pain and suffering.
Wouldn't you love Jake Guentzel as like our second line left wing?
Wouldn't I love him on? Would I love him on the Blue? I don't care what role we have, as long as he's not playing the Blue Jackets. I enjoy it because that means he's not putting the puck in the net 4 times a game against us.
He's putting it 4 times a game for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sid, good luck. Whew. Like, couldn't imagine being just that unstoppable.
Yeah, imagine being that good at hockey.
I'm literally like, I keep just, my lips keep pursing up like a Joker laugh.
Yeah.
I'm turning into Arthur Fleck as we talk about this.
I love it.
I know the 2019 Joker is so fucking good.
Oh god, it was unbelievable.
I loved it so much. And I'm so glad they're working on a sequel.
Me too, man. Me too.
You want to hear about another sequel?
Sure.
Alexander Barre-Boulet.
I saw this on Twitter. I think it was probably. I think it was U-Tree.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
It felt exactly like when Anaheim lost Chris Kunitz on waivers, only to get him back like a week later.
Because it was like he was on waivers, and then he got claimed by one team, and then he got claimed by the Kraken again. Like, because he was claimed by some other team, and then he got put on waivers again, and then the Kraken got him, and then they put him back on waivers.
With Chris Kunitz, he was claimed by the good old-fashioned Atlanta Thrashers, and then
right. But yeah, Barre-Boulet is back on Tampa,
which means he is going to be disgusting for them for the rest of his career.
He's going to be a destroyer of worlds on the third line with Ross Colton.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to be on their other wing, like Andre Palat?
I don't know.
Probably Killer.
Fourth line left winger Evander Kane when they eventually trade for him.
Oh God! Let's fucking not talk Kane today. Let's not talk Kane today at all.
Okay, fine. We won't talk about Patrick Kane.
Okay, let's mention that real quick. I'm glad you said Patrick.
Yeah. 1,000 NHL game, and the Blackhawks get booed off the ice.
And Jeremy Colleton got booed during introductions.
Yeah, Blackhawks fans don't really like him. They I don't know. He might be on the hot seat though, because the Blackhawks said that he's not on the hot seat and they don't plan on firing
You
him,
know who
which
needs to be
means
in the
that they're
hot
going to
seat?
fire him within the next 2 weeks.
You know who needs to be in
Oh,
the
I
hot
don't
seat?
know. Probably Stan Bowman.
Yep, that's the guy.
Yeah, the guy who's not very good at his job. I'm glad that he was there long enough though to oversee the Seth Jones trade. That was really nice of him.
And cover up a sexual abuse scandal.
Yeah.
Walking out with like 5 women. That was the most
Fucking
disgusting.
asshole.
That was way more disgusting than the Mayu stuff. Let's be honest.
Like I don't know.
We're not gonna.
I'm not into comparative badness right now. They're
Fair
both
enough.
pretty fucking bad.
Okay, so you mentioned Patrick Kane. I found this out before we started recording. He's on COVID protocols. Gustafson's on COVID protocols. Philip Gustafson. Philip Gustafson.
Okay.
Because
they
they
got
got
about
him.
Eric Gustafson for a second.
I'm trying to. I'm pretty sure it's Philip, right? He's
Eric Gustafson's the defenseman.
Philip's the
Philip
goalie.
Gustafson's
Okay.
the goalie for Ottawa.
Phillips. Okay. Names like
Too many
everybody's got the same name.
You remember Jonas Gustafson?
I do remember
The monster.
I do remember Jonas Gustafson.
Anyway, yeah, Eric's on. Who else is on COVID protocol for them?
Patty Kane, Eric, and another Falcon buddy of mine, Carpy Deuces, Ryan Carpenter.
Ooh.
You like that nickname, Carpy Deuces?
I do, yeah.
Well, he wears 22, that's why.
Yeah.
It's perfect. I'm surprised the Blackhawks aren't as creative as, well, I shouldn't say that. With the social media, like tweeting out the lines.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how the Golden Knights use emojis?
Yeah.
For like nicknames and stuff. They just need to do that for guys like, okay, here's what you do.
You know who's going to be incredible at that job when they retire?
Who?
Keith Kincaid.
I would love to see that.
Yeah. But anyway, go ahead.
So what I want to see is I just want everybody else to be names. And I want 3 guys to have emojis.
Mm.
I want DeBrincat to be a smiling cat.
Yeah.
I want Johnny T to be a foot because toes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I want Carpenter to be the blue fish.
Is there like an emotion, like emoji for a candy cane? You could do that for Patty Kane.
Oh, you could. It'd be fun.
Look at me, so creative.
That would be. I think there is one actually. There
Amazing.
could be. I can't remember. I got a question for you to wrap this up.
Sure. Give me a question. I love questions.
You love questions? You like conversation? You like hanging out?
Yeah, I do. I just vibe.
You like doing this show, right? Here's my question for you.
Sure. No.
It's not a yes or no. Well, it is a yes or no question, I guess.
Okay, let's go.
Is butt legs?
Why would you say, is that a yes or no question when it's not a yes or no question, and then it starts with the word is?
Is butt
and
legs?
Because here's the question that I have, because this goes into like another topic. I am a big Red Lobster fan because I love seafood. So I love
my dad and
legs.
My dad and I go and we get an ultimate feast each every time we go there.
Oh hell yeah. Good stuff. But for the crab legs, when you like go all the way up and then you got, the top thing where
Just
there's like
little,
the extra meat.
Yeah.
Is that butt?
I like that you took that into a
because if that part is the butt, then the answer is yes.
You took this in a totally different direction than I thought you would.
Yeah, because that's my thought. If you have crab legs and the butt's a part of it, then I'm gonna say yes.
I love you, dude. Like,
love you too, bro. But I'm just saying, if that's not the butt, which I don't even know what it would be at that point, like, I don't know. I don't know if I could say that crab legs are, I don't know if I could say that legs are butt.
Could it be like the thigh?
Could be the thigh. Yeah.
But that's not the question. Wasn't are legs butt? The question is butt legs?
Is butt legs? Well, see, that's my point. Like, so if butt is part of crab legs, then butt is legs.
But if it's not, then butt is butt, right?
We need to do some investigative journalism on crab legs.
On crab legs to figure out if butt is legs.
Is the top part of crab legs?
Are you legitimately going to look this up?
Yes.
I can't believe you're looking this up. I thought you were literally like, I was just going to say this. And then
first
you were
thing that came up, does crab meat make your ass bigger? I don't know if I'm going to get a definitive.
Oh my God.
What is the top part of it? The crab's carapace. What the hell is that?
A carapace? Yeah, I think I know what that is, but it's been a long time since I took biology.
So what is carapace?
Opening that in a new tab.
The hard upper shell of a turtle crustacean, okay, so it doesn't look like it's the ass. So I'm going to say butt is not legs.
Okay, I'm gonna just shout out
crab legs.
Shout out to crab legs, first and foremost.
Dude, look at that. That was amazing. You asked me a simple question, and I connected it to
and you
crabs.
completely you just completely
think about that. Yeah, come on. I compared it to crabs.
That was great. I love that.
It works on. There's so many layers to it. It works on
like onions.
And yeah, but onions smell bad. What about cake? Cake's in layers.
Cake's in layers.
No, ogres are like onions. Okay, we have layers.
You know what else everybody likes? Parfaits. Parfaits may be the whole most delicious thing on the whole damn planet.
God, you can talk Shrek to me any day of the week, dog.
Dude, you know I could quote.
You know what?
Movie.
We need more Shrek references on the show.
We do need more Shrek references on this show.
That was amazing.
But yeah, I wanted to shout out the Vlog Brothers because that's actually that's a video of theirs.
I like it. It's a nice debate.
It's a fun debate, is it not?
And you know what, Emily? I will say this right now. I apologize. A waffle is not a sandwich. It was just a stupid joke. But a hot dog is. Thank you guys for watching the show.
Hey! Let's have fun with the Canes game tonight. Tim, good luck. Because he's our resident Canes buddy.
All right, baby. Go Jackets tonight, though.
Go Jackets.
I say as I wear a Canucks hat and Kraken sweatshirt.
I say that as I wear Pug Life.
Oh, that's a dope shirt. Yeah. That's a dope shirt.
Look at this. It's got beer pong too.
Oh my God. Amazing.
Love it. It's like one of my favorite shirts ever.
That's a great shirt.
It's so fun. But yeah, we will see you on Tuesday for Well, we'll have do we have 2 games in between or do we just have this game?
So we have the Canes game and then we have, as I look up.
Is there a game Monday?
Yep, Monday against the Dallas Stars.
Okay, so we'll recap the Stars game.
Patrick Laine is going to score a goal in that game.
He fucking better.
And the reason I say that is because his career goals per game against the Stars is hilarious. He scores a lot of goals against the Stars.
Hey, we're going to end with this. You all can percolate. Is butt legs?
Yes. Or no. I'm saying no.
You decide for yourselves. Leave a comment please participate. Tweet at us, comment. We're at JJ Jackets Pod or Snake Geringer or by J Ashdown. You can find us on any of those Twitter handles.
Yeah, go to Ashdown J on Instagram. Recent post.
Go to Snake Geringer pretty much everywhere.
As I always do.
I haven't been on IG in forever.
Go on, give a nice like.
But yeah, Follow us, follow the show, and we'll see you Tuesday, folks.
Jake Jackets, a podcast for fifth liners and all puckheads around. Follow the guys on Twitter at Snake Garinger, GARRINGER, and at by J Ashdown. And subscribe on YouTube or wherever you listen. March on.